There's a whole nother again. Me on this beautiful Saturday, about to talk about these ignorant ass Negroes that y'all see on that doggone thing right there. We got Derrick Jaxn, Steve Harvey, Tyler Perry, and the thing at the bottom, if y'all can't read that, it says insert your pastor's photo. So yes, motherfucker, I'm talking about you. Whoever your pastor is, I am talking about your pastor too. Insert your pastor's photo there because they are all lying to you, and they all lying to you about the same bullshit. The same thing. All of them are pandering and catering to women, and to be perfectly honest, most of them are doing it for the same reason, because they're trying to get a little piece of pussy, and they want to sell some books or whatever it is that they sell. There it is. Yes, your motherfucking pastor too. So, this didn't come. I did not plan to do this because what's his name? Derrick Jaxn got caught cheating, or I don't know. Is it alleged at this point? Has it been proven? I don't know. So I guess maybe I should say allegedly cheat. This show didn't come about because this man got caught cheating. I don't give a fuck about Derrick Jaxn cheating. It's none of my business. I don't care. But the timing couldn't be more perfect. I mean, I knew I was going to be doing this show a few days ago, but the timing of it is just fucking perfect. So here's going to be something that you did not expect. For all of y'all who don't know who Derrick Jaxn is, I don't know. I'm not going to assume that anybody knows who Derrick Jaxn is. I mean, he's pretty YouTube famous. I guess that counts. I mean, this. What's up, Carletta? The brother's YouTube famous. He got like 750,000 subscribers on YouTube. He's got I know he's selling at least one book, because that's always in my goddamn timeline. He's selling at least one book because that's always in my goddamn. Let me turn that off. That's gonna irritate. See, listen like that. That's gonna irritate me. Stop. Just goddamn stop. So, yeah, that's cool. That's great. That's good. Brother's always doing his thing. This is the guy, ladies. He's the one that's on the far left of that picture that you're seeing up there. This is the guy who's usually in his car, and he's got his camera. He's talking to the camera, and he's always telling y'all some smooth. Ladies, if your man ain't licking your fucking asshole every fucking morning before you wake up, then clearly he's not the one for you. If your guy don't just walk in the house, give you his paycheck, and say, baby, you're the most bestest queen ever in the whole wide world, he's not the one for you. He's that motherfucker. He's like whatever. He's the embodiment of whatever bitchitudinal proclivities that you've ever thought that a man would have, and he's the reason why a lot of y'all motherfuckers in the way that y'all are when it comes to these relationships. Because y'all women, including all the rest of these guys, the reason why y'all are getting fucked up in these y'all goddamn relationships and in y'all goddamn lives is because y'all are taking advice from the wrong motherfuckers. So does that mean, JT, we should be taking advice from you? Yes, bitch. You should be taking motherfucking advice from me. See? And I'm going to explain why. Why? Because I just called you bitch. Very simple. The fact that I'm going to sit here and tell you something that I don't give a fuck whether or not you do or not. It would be nice if you did it. It would be great if you paid attention. I'm not about to sit here and tell you that I'm perfect, and I'm not about to sit here and kiss your motherfucking ass. That's the whole fucking difference. See, if you dumbasses had fucking daddies, what you would realize is that your daddy didn't kiss your ass. Assuming that your daddy wasn't trying to fuck you. Your daddy didn't kiss your ass. Your goddamn uncles who cared about you and your grandfathers who cared about you, they weren't around here kissing your ass and telling you that you're awesome when you fucked up and shit like that. No. The fathers who were out here who was, or whatever male figure I should say, whatever male figures that you all did have, those guys, what's up, Drew? Hell yeah, this nigga's the complete embodiment of bitch acidness. Complete embodiment. And y'all fall for that shit every fucking time. Every goddamn time. Why? Because you women don't want accountability. Y'all will get mad at somebody like Kevin Samuels. Y'all will get mad at alpha male strategies. Y'all will get mad over all these dudes. Y'all will get mad and say, They're being too direct. A woman wouldn't say they're being direct. That's not what a woman would say. A woman would say that they're bashing. A woman would say that we're being verbally abusive. That's some shit that a woman would say. Accountability means verbally abusive. But y'all are sitting, y'all are listening to a motherfucker like Steve Harvey. Y'all are listening to motherfucker Tyler Perry. Y'all are listening to your goddamn, your caking ass fucking pastors. Y'all are listening to every fucking person except for the people who are telling you, I don't want shit from you. I simply just want to tell your ass what's the fucking truth. The reason why, again, because it feels good to have somebody in your ear every other fucking second telling you that you're amazing, you're a great girl. It's not you. You're not the cause of all of this fucked upness. I know you've been through 15 relationships and every nigga's cheated on you, and I know that you've been through all of this bullshit and every nigga's done whipped your ass. But baby, no, it's not you. Clearly, it's the guys. You're the common denominator out of all this fucked upness. The one constant is your motherfucking ass. But you mean to tell me that you can't find anything wrong that you done on your end? You raggedy bitch, you. Yes. So, Derrick Jaxn, Mr. There's no other word except for bitch ass dude. There's no other word for him except for bitch ass dude. Dudes, we already know who this guy is. Dudes, you've dealt with this guy your entire life. You probably dealt with him in high school. You usually deal with this guy somewhere around, as you get older. I don't know, maybe like 6th or 7th grade. Man, not maybe 6th, 7th. I don't know. I think I finally found out about this guy around 7th to 8th grade, somewhere around this, when I first encountered this type of person. And this type of person means somebody, he's a guy. You're with your guys when you're young, right? You're 7th, 8th grade. Y'all riding your bikes. Y'all going to the store. You going to the park to play basketball. Y'all going out just to kick it or whatever the fuck is going to be. Y'all doing whatever. You're a church kid, like I was. Y'all going to whatever convention. It's you and your cousin or your guys, whatever. But y'all here and y'all going to see some girls. Y'all going to talk to some girls. Y'all get over there like, hey, what's going on? Y'all, how y'all doing? Yeah, blah, blah, blah. My name's JT. This is my cousin Q. This is my other guy. This and that. It's the three of you. You got your three guys. You all are going, and you know how it is. You're on the hunt. So you go out there and you see the other girls. Oh, okay. This is her. My name is Keisha, and her name is Stacy. Her name's fucking Lauren, or whatever the case may be. Everybody's cool. Everybody's happy. But there's that one guy in the fucking group that y'all never hung out with before. Y'all never really. You know, he was cool. But y'all never really tried to get girls together. Like, niggas switch up some niggas switch up when you try to get girls together. So, that one nigga in the crew, all of a sudden, y'all sitting up there laughing and joking and having a good time and everything. And then this one nigga just out of nowhere like, haha, yeah, because that one time this dude right here, JT, you remember that one time you did whatever, some embarrassing shit? Or that, yeah, this nigga ain't got no money because blah, 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 blah. All that's going through your mind is, okay, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga? Like, are you seriously trying to down the two guys that came? You're downing your wingman so that you look better? You dumbass nigga, you. So that's when I first encountered that type of shit. It was around 7th and 8th grade. And then as I got into high school, I realized, oh shit, this is a common fucking thing. What's up, Corey? This is a common fucking thing. Dudes, bitch ass dudes, do this often. This is one of the lessons that dudes learn early in life. You cannot go talk to women with all men. Don't try it. It's not worth it. No. Just because me and you kick it, just because me and you talk, me and you like what's good, blah, blah, blah. No. That does not mean you can be my wingman. Fuck it. I usually talk to the women. Niggas, I'm about to talk to y'all. I'm assuming that if you listen to I'm assuming that whatever guys is listening, that y'all already agree. But for whatever bitch ass nigga who just may listen to this later on, let me tell you something. If you doing that shit like that, you are the worst type of bitch in the motherfucking in the whole nigga history. Let's just establish that shit right there. First of all, you don't have no real male fucking friends, because if you're still able to go out with other men and you've done this with them, then they're all bitches too. I don't even know how the fuck you all bitches can be together, because it's just a whole bunch of dry snitching on each other. Oh man, this is my guy, guy Terrell. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, come on, dude, quit playing, man. You over there cheating on your girlfriend with her, nigga. Did you just say that out loud? See, you can't talk. That's just bitch shit. Bitch shit. You can't get around it. There's no possible way. Kill yourself. Die. This makes absolutely no sense. Don't know why you exist. This is no. Hold on. Got a house full of women. Got to tell them to be the hell quiet. One of them things. Oh, sorry. I cut my mic off. Okay, it's a shame I have to tell this to grown men, but I'm equal opportunity. I'll talk to men the same. I'll talk to men as often as I'll talk to goddamn women. Guys, when you go to when you are somebody's wingman, the two of you are on a team. You're playing your position. So if you're the number one guy, can y'all hear me now? Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Can y'all hear that? Okay, sorry about that. So here's the problem, fellas. If you are the wingman, meaning you and your guys going out, you and y'all come up on some ladies or whatever the case may be. Maybe you some guys, and y'all coming up on some guys. I don't know. I don't judge. I don't give no fucks what you want to do. Y'all are on a team. That's why it's called the fucking wingman. You ignorant person. You when you sit there and you go with your guy, you got the one guy, whatever guy's gonna, however y'all identify positions or whatever. It may not even be necessary to identify positions, because it's generally understood. But I'm not going to assume that this is understood, because this happens so often. So generally, there's a number one man. The number one in basketball, Corey, you got to get me right on the basketball stuff, because I'm really not sure about this. But if I'm not mistaken, the guard or somebody like that, the person who comes down with the ball, the Michael Jordan of the team, that's the person who's the leader, right? So that's the person, he's like the number one. So that would be like he's the number one star of the team, right? So generally, what that means is that you're going to be wingmanning for him. Whatever it is, it doesn't mean he's the best looking. It doesn't mean he's the tallest. It doesn't mean he has whatever amount of money. It can simply mean that he's the one that has the end. Whatever that means, he's the one. Oh yeah, I went with her. I went out with her. This girl right here. I went out with this girl right here. So this is gonna be my date. So we already got something going on. Or maybe no, that wouldn't really count. Let's try. I know her, right? Not a lot, but whatever. Okay, but cool. I know her. Maybe had a class with her, but she's gonna be bringing a friend. Cool. I need somebody else to come on and whatever. Cool. Your job is to edify each other. If you don't know what edify means, I'm not about to sit here and break it down. You're a goddamn adult. Go get a dictionary. Your job is to edify each other. Your job is to build up each other. Your job, don't get weird with it. Don't go overly crazy. Like, okay, let's keep this within some type of modicum of reason. The last thing you want to do is like, yeah, this nigga really do got a big dick. No, fam. That's not what we. Don't need you to do that one, okay? No, but what you're supposed to be making your guy look good. The guy's supposed to be making you look good, and y'all supposed to be playing off each other. You know what? This is why you need to get this out of you. You're supposed to learn this lesson early, but if you don't learn this lesson early, and I mean early within high school, then you're supposed to learn this lesson early as in your early 20s, definitely by college. If you're out of college and you're over age 25 and you still don't understand this concept, You're just not allowed around men, and then you just become an eternal bitch nigga because you can never be around real niggas because they don't want you around. You could say keep your friend busy so your homie can handle his business. Right, keep him busy, homie handle his business, whatever. Maybe y'all sitting at the dinner, y'all sitting at a table. It's four of y'all, cool. Those two, whatever. Even the best case in the ideal situation for this to work is when you don't know. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know them, they don't know you, whatever the case may be. It's just a beautiful situation because it's all fun. It's like working off for each other. You know the teamwork. Once you and your guy, whoever your guy is, or guys, depending on how big your crew is, great. Y'all know how angles are gonna go. You know what you're gonna talk about. Well, it doesn't make a difference what you talk about. What you do know is that what we're going to be talking about is all leading towards the goal. Fellas, we already know the goal, but for you bitch ass niggas who out there who may not know the goal, very simple. The goal is, for one, I need, before we even identify which one of these little young things, which one of these little breezies from a St. Louis people, that's the first time I heard the word breezy. So one of these little breezies, first of all, you have to establish that everybody on my team, all my niggas, all of us are a number one pick. There is no such thing as settling with anybody on my motherfucking team. Real sad that I have to fucking break this. Yes, Corey, it is sad I have to break this down to grown ass men. But fuck it, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. There's no such thing as somebody as a weak nigga on this team over here. Even if you thought so, bitch, we will clown your ass. You will get seriously roasted and kicked smooth the fuck out of this goddamn establishment before you ever think that I'm about to turn on one of my motherfucking niggas. Why? Because there's a whole nother set of bitches right behind you. So I don't give a fuck how good you look, how awesome you think you are, blah, blah, blah. You ain't coming between these motherfucking niggas over here. Because that's how real niggas work. Again, this shit only works with about maybe 2 or 3 of your motherfucking closest guys. I've never seen this shit work with more than 5. Never. Once you get now that's just me. That's just me. I keep a very tight circle of people that I trust and understand. But once you start to bring this with more and more people, you're supposed to understand that the goal is for the group to walk away with what's best for the group. What's best for the group is that for everybody to walk away from this with a nice piece of pussy for the evening and have a good time. Some niggas may have to double up on the chick. Someone dude may have to go for, y'all may have to run and train. Whatever y'all into. But it's important to know that before you go in. Like, if you determine, if it's 3 of y'all and 2 of y'all are out looking for some dessert for the night, and one of y'all is out looking for a wife, dog, we need to know that before we fucking even get to the goddamn. That's some shit you tell us beforehand. We gonna need to know that shit up front, dog. But y'all niggas out here sitting up there trying to tear down your guy so that you can get some piece of pussy. Your best motherfucking friend, or maybe not your best friend, just a good ass nigga. You sitting here trying to talk down to him. Why? And guys, it's always the same reason. Why are they doing it? So they can get the bitch to laugh. You just undercut your guy because you wanted a piece. You don't fuck the pussy because you don't get the pussy right away. You undercut your guy because you want the bitch to laugh. Because every guy understands that once you get them. What was it? What did Biggie say? I forgot what he said. But what did he say? Like, once I got him laughing or grinning or something. Once the game begins. Fuck it. I forgot what he said. But yeah, that's true. If you can get them laughing, boom. That's half of the work right there. Half of the work is done right there. But you don't get them to laugh at your guys. Okay. That's a shame. You got to explain that shit. But then again, when you're raised by women or bitch ass niggas, these fellas wouldn't know. So, okay. My point is, Derrick Jaxn is the embodiment of that nigga. Derrick Jaxn is the, hey, my nigga ain't even got no car. He rode here with me. That nigga. Derrick Jaxn is the I had to pay his way into the club. That nigga. Derrick Jaxn is the nigga, you ain't even pay your part of the rent in front of these hoes. That nigga. Derrick Jaxn is the oh man, what you mean? You need me to give you some money so you can take her to the hotel? Here you go, Joe. In front of everybody. Y'all all sitting at the doggone thing. And he hands you the money in front of her. That nigga. That's Derrick Jaxn. It's so sad, but we were raised by women and we know. He is the epitome of that dude. Derrick Jaxn is literally that nigga. Unfortunately, I've seen this way too. And the bad part about it, man, I wish that this was a one-off thing, but no. This is a very common thing. I've seen it a bunch of my life, which is why I'm perfectly fine not talking to my wingman is my best friend. It's another guy from the army. Cousin. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. I've seen this shit too many motherfucking times, witnessed it. And every time it happens, and I'm talking about every time as an adult, this has happened, I'm like, I should have just came by myself. Should have just came by myself. And that's essentially what I do. I dismiss myself from the whatever, and then I leave. I'm out. I'm not about to sit here and roast my guy for the pleasure of these bitches. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, listen, y'all gotta teach y'all motherfucking sons and nephews and motherfuckers better. That's not about to happen. You about to tear down your guy so you can get some pussy. Okay. Now what? You got the pussy. You fuck. First night, you fuck. You ain't about to marry this chick. Y'all not about to fall in love. Even if you did fall in love with the chick and all the rest of that stuff, okay, cool. What does that do for your relationship with your guy? You undercut him so you can get this chick? That's fucking stupid. That's embodiment of bitch ass nigga. So Derrick Jaxn, I can't even get to the goddamn thing because now I'm thinking about goddamn bitch ass niggas. So Derrick Jaxn, well, which is perfect because I'm talking about bitch ass niggas here. So Derrick Jaxn, this dude, like I said, he's the embodiment of all that. He will always find a way to unrealistically. Your homie been here before and he'll always be here. Yeah, he will. Well, your guy be there before, but the second you do that, you just lost a motherfucking good one. You lost every nigga that I've ever seen, or every nigga that has done that to me, or that and you don't have to even do it to me. If I witness you doing it to somebody else, I make a mental motherfucking note. All right, that was my last time ever doing anything with this nigga. Nah, nigga, we ain't. Nah, bro. Nah, fam, we good. Cause I don't want you knowing shit about what I got going on. Nothing, nigga. We can't go to the gas station and get a bag of chips. No, I don't want to be around you. This nigga, unrealistically, I don't even know what I just said. What did I unrealistically? Well, he gives I think that's what I said. That he gives unrealistic advice to these women. He'll tell you, just like all these guys. This is common thread of all of them. They'll give you all some unrealistic advice about your relationships, and they'll tell you about your situation and why your guy's not shit and everything like that. Key point. Here's a common thread. They will all tell you why the guys ain't shit. And they very rarely, if ever, tell you what your problem is. Yeah, you can never go anywhere with me again. Nah, bro. Nah, fam. We good. I'm good on this side of the game. So Derrick Jaxn is always going to sit there and tell you, like I said, all three of these guys, what's good for you. And I don't want y'all to sit here and take my word for it. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to play a couple of clips. It's not going to be a lot because I don't want to be that whole, I'm not a fan of that whole like reaction type shit. So I don't want to get into that type stuff. But I don't want people to just take my word. First of all, I don't want y'all to take my word for shit. Everything that I say, assume that I'm lying to you. Fuck it. I'll tell you right now. I'm lying to you. So go look the shit up for your goddamn selves. Don't sit there and believe the goddamn thing I'm saying. No, go ahead and say what you gotta say. Cause you know how it is, dog. I fuck around, forget what my train of thought, and then I have to go back to the comments to see exactly what I was, the point that I was trying to get to. But yeah, so let's just go to the backstory. Because matter of fact, I'm actually gonna start off doing something that y'all probably didn't think that I would do, something I never thought I would do, which is actually defend him for a second. So, women, this is where y'all fuck up. If you thought that Derrick Jaxn was the end all to be all for male advice in regards to relationships, if you thought that 2 days ago, why don't you think it now? I don't understand that. Just because somebody isn't living up to the advice that they're giving you, it doesn't make that advice wrong. Doesn't make that advice wrong at all. If I sit here and I tell you that you shouldn't smoke crack, and I say that and I preach that every day, y'all shouldn't smoke crack. You shouldn't smoke crack. It's very bad for you. This is bad. It's addictive. You can kill yourself and everything. And then you all find out that I die of a crack overdose. Does that mean that my message of not smoking crack is incorrect? No, you ignorant bitches, you. All that means is that I didn't live up to my own advice. Don't mean that my advice was bullshit. So how the women are turning on him now shows how fucking fickle you goddamn women are. Because him cheating has nothing to do with the shit that he was saying in his goddamn videos. It makes him a hypocrite. It wouldn't make him wrong though. Now, I think that he's wrong. But I think that he wait. There's no think there. This is not a fucking think. We are not goddamn equals. He is fucking wrong. Point blank, it's a goddamn fucking fact. The reason why he's wrong is based on the merits of his argument. I don't give a fuck if he could be getting some head from a girl who's not his wife while giving a video about why you shouldn't be getting head about from a girl who's not your wife. Okay. I got it. I understand. You're a hypocrite. Okay, cool, whatever. Y'all bitches go to church, don't you? Y'all motherfuckers go to church and y'all sit there and listen to y'all fake ass, bullshit ass, no members having ass motherfucking pastors, don't you? Y'all sit there and jump up and down, and ooh Jesus, ooh wee, all motherfucking day. For your pastors that's out here sucking and fucking, just going around having all types of fun. Y'all was all behind motherfucking John Gray the first and the second and the third and the fourth fucking time. Y'all was all behind that motherfucker when he was hypocrite. So why the fuck y'all hoes ain't behind this motherfucker now? That's what I want to know. Y'all was all behind what's dude's name who took over Eddie Long Church? The guy from out east. I think Baltimore. Whatever dude's name is. Y'all want to be all behind him the first, and then the second, and then the third, and then the fourth, and then the fifth time this motherfucker got caught cheating. This motherfucker was banging hoes back in fucking Baltimore, and y'all was behind, or DC. I forgot where he come from. And y'all was behind that motherfucker. If it's right, it's right. God forgave him. Okay, cool. Here's why niggas can't stand you motherfuckers, because you're not goddamn consistent. That's why dudes can't stand that shit. Because you're not fucking consistent. Not consistent in your actions, but consistent in your fucking messages. We understand that people mess up. I don't expect Derrick Jaxn. I don't expect anybody to be perfect. Also, again, I also don't give a fuck about his personal life. Because to my knowledge, Derrick Jaxn doesn't put his personal life out in the public eye. To my knowledge, the videos that I've seen for him, when he references his personal life, he's giving you an example of something he's done, but he doesn't even really do that much. He says this and that, and if the guy doesn't do this, and if the woman doesn't do that, and you all should probably blah, blah, blah. But I don't really hear him giving too many examples of his life and where he says that I do this and where he says that I do this. I really don't hear that guy saying that. And this is coming from somebody who cannot stand his bitch ass. I'm upset that I have to defend this motherfucker. But the fact that you goddamn women aren't even consistent with your fucking heroes irritates me more. He's inconsistent. He's a cheater. He's a liar. He's a hypocrite. Okay. But you were just talking about how he's the greatest male, whatever, advice giver, relationship advice guru that you've heard. Oh, girl, I listen to everything he got to say. Okay, cool. That ain't got shit to do with the fact that he was cheating on his goddamn wife. Right, he's always in his car. I've never seen this guy at his crib. I did see one video very recently. When I'm assuming that it was his crib. I'm assuming it was his crib, and the reason why I assume that it was his crib is because behind him on that desk or shelf, there was, don't you know that YouTube thing that you get for having so many likes or followers or whatever? That was sitting on there. So I just assumed that it was his crib because he has a lot of followers on YouTube. So subscribers or whatever. So I just assumed that was his crib. But he doesn't do a lot of this is my personal life type stuff. So I don't get it. Ladies, be fucking consistent. Now, here's the second part. I didn't have to, but I listened to the part. I listened to all of it. This lady, whoever her name is, I don't know. I don't even have that video queued up. But I watched that last night because I knew that my show that I was gonna be talking about this tonight, and this is what popped in my lane. It said Derrick Jaxn exposed. So I'm like, what? Now, generally when I see exposed, the first thing that comes to my mind is that, okay, what, is he gay? Now, call me wrong or whatever, but that's generally the first thing that comes to my mind nowadays. When you say somebody's exposed, especially men. Whenever they say men, okay, what, is he gay or something like that? Okay. But no, he was cheating on his wife. This lady was doing her YouTube show. I think it was on YouTube show. It was on YouTube. I don't know if the main platform was YouTube, but it was on YouTube. And she starts talking to this woman who she purported to be the woman who cheated on. There was a lady with a show. The lady with the show was talking to a woman who is purported to be Derrick Jaxn Savage. Okay. And then somehow this side chick starts talking about how she was upset because she thought that Derrick Jaxn would have been more. He would have treated her better as his side chick. Not he was dogging her or no shit like that. But when he said I think it was that he was trying to get back with his wife or something like that. They were trying to work things out or they were separated. She's like, oh, he could have just been better about it when he was interacting with me, so I could have a better understanding of what this was. Ladies, y'all can turn the shit off for right now. Niggas, stop fucking with these hoes. I swear to God, stop fucking with these hoes. Nothing tells you more than these raggedy assholes have no intention on doing shit except for setting your ass up to get the money. That's it. These bitches will fucking suck your dick and lick your asshole and tickle your toes with their motherfucking eyelashes if you let them, and then go on somebody's talk show to tell every goddamn thing. It used to be a time when side bitches knew they motherfucking place. You are the side bitch. Your role in life is to shut the fuck up, take some dick. Maybe you gonna go on a trip or two, be happy. You get February motherfucking 15th. You get goddamn the day after Christmas. You get shit like that. Now these bitches don't want that. These side bitches have the audacity to want real bitch treatment. You're not a real bitch. You don't fucking count. She didn't come into this girl didn't go into this blind. She knew this nigga had a whole American wife. She fucked him in his house and said there were pictures of his wife up. She knew what she was getting into. She walked into this completely open, knowing exactly what was going on. And then she got upset because the married dude wasn't faithful to his side chick. You dumb bitch, you. How fucking dumb do you have to be to actually think that the married man is going to be faithful to the side? This nigga didn't get on the knee for you. This nigga didn't buy you no ring. This nigga didn't get in front of the world and tell the world that he loves you and want to be with you for the rest of his life. This nigga didn't buy you a house. Bitch, he gave you straight dick. And that's it. That's it. Now you angry. Oh, man. These hoes ain't shit. Man, thank you, Court. You get discount Valentine's Day candy, bitch. You get those little hard things that taste like motherfucking Alka-Seltzers. That's what the fuck you get. You get whatever's left over. Is this the fucking SpongeBob robes? Yes, bitch. It's the day after Valentine's Day. This is what you get. You don't get real girlfriend shit. No, you're not a real girlfriend. You don't count. Used to be a day in America when women understood that. Now we got to move on. Okay, so let's just talk about this man. And I'm gonna show y'all a couple of things about this. Is the shit that he says. This is the stuff that this man says. To his people. This is why men don't like what he got to say. Ladies, I've been hearing y'all say shit for years. The reason why y'all don't like what he said is because y'all are jealous of him. Y'all don't like what he's saying because he exposing y'all. No. That's not the reason why. And I'm going to prove that. I'm going to sit down and tell you exactly what I disagree with, and I'm not going to tell you it ain't got shit to do with being jealous. It ain't got shit to do with... First of all, the jealous thing don't even work. That doesn't even make sense. Now, Derrick Jaxn, I looked this up because at first I thought this dude was like a football player or maybe a NBA player. I thought he was some type of athlete or something like that, but no, it's just a big motherfucker. So the dude like 6'5" or 6'7" or something. So he's a tall motherfucker. I'm 5'8". So as far as I'm concerned, anything over 5'10", you're all the fucking size of Shaq when I'm concerned. If you over 5'10", I have to look at you like that. Therefore, you and Shaq are the same fucking size to me. So, okay, cool. He's also a fucking big dude. This nigga swole as shit. Cool. What the fuck does that have to do with his goddamn argument? So I can't disagree with niggas with muscles? His muscles somehow trump my goddamn rationale? Again, stupid bitch shit. You goddamn women. All right, here we go.
On my IG stories when I talked about the number one reason a guy will get comfortable disrespecting you. And of course, there were some people that misunderstood what I was saying as if, if a guy disrespects you, mistreats you, abuses, etc., that it's on you as a woman. No, it's not. If a man does something to you, whatever it is, it was internal. It's his fault. Now, if he gets comfortable doing something, it's kind of like that saying, fool me once.
If a man does something to you, it's internal. It's his fault. We're 24 motherfucking seconds into this video. If a man does something to you, it's internal. It's his fault. I talked about this yesterday. You can antagonize somebody and provoke a reaction. That's why in the English language we have words like antagonize and fucking provoke. So, the only way that those words will make sense that he just said is if you were capable, is if you would take out the nuance and you just looked at stuff as a child and you said, yes, he is responsible for his actions. Absolutely. She cannot make him do anything. You're absolutely right in that. She cannot make him do that. But in the land of goddamn adults, we have words like provoke. Specifically for shit like this.
Shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. If he gets comfortable, yes, I'm putting the blame on you as the woman, whoever it is, a man or whatever, whoever's listening to this. And the only reason why a guy's going to get comfortable doing something like mistreat you in any type of way is because there's not enough value on your presence. But why wouldn't it be enough value on the presence? Because there's not enough respect to your absence. But why is that? So here's the thing. Even as an amazing woman, we talk about women being blessings and, gift from God and all that kind of stuff. And that's true. But it's not easy loving y'all all the time. And it's not supposed to be because you're human. You got your ups and downs, you got your flaws, you got your shit. And because there are some things about you that are so high up that when the average guy meets you, in order to love that part of you correctly, he has to stretch himself.
There's certain things about you that's so high up and he has to stretch up to meet you. That's an assumption. That is an assumption about the general populace of all women. Because you have a vagina, there's something about you that's just so magical, mysterious, and majestic that the man has to reach up in order to attain that. No, where the fuck is that? What? How exactly did you come to that determination? Because he gave no criteria except for the fact that you were a woman, that you were female, and so we're very fucking clear about this. It's unfortunate that I have to always fucking define this. Woman, I define as fucking the rest of the goddamn society and biology is having 2 X chromosomes. So, what the fuck is so special about the fact that you got 2 X chromosomes that a man must now attain and that a man must now have to reach up to get on your level? He said this, level up. Can we just listen to that part again?
But it's not easy loving y'all all the time. And it's not supposed to be because you're human. You got your ups and downs, you got your flaws, you got your shit. And because there are some things about you that are so high up that when the average guy meets you, in order to love that part of you correctly, he has to stretch himself. He has to level up. He has to become a better version. He has to challenge himself. He has to die to his old ways. He has to beat his demons. He has to do all of these things that are really uncomfortable and painful. And that's what they're talking about when they say a relationship is work, because of course that should be vice versa. That should be on both sides. But I'm just speaking as a man here. That requires work. But what do we know about men and work when it comes to a job being done consistently and correctly? Well, it gets done consistently and correctly because of how much he wants to keep that job, because of how much respect he has to the potential loss of that job. Or even if he has his own business, potential loss of sales, et cetera, et cetera. You get the point that I'm making. So in order for a man to show up consistently and correctly to something, he has to say, I can't lose that. I always say there's 2 types of women. There's a type of woman that, a man cannot afford to lose. He don't.
In that analogy about the whole job thing, I would agree with that. Problem is, who's ever walked away from a job because your job wasn't treating you right? Who's ever walked away from a job because no matter how much I give to this goddamn job, this job does not respect, appreciate, or even acknowledge my goddamn efforts? See, this is what happens when you only tell half of the fucking story, ladies.
Play about, you're not bullshitting about. And then there's the type of woman that she ain't going nowhere. It's that type of woman. What do we know about the type of woman that a guy just can talk about freely with his friends or even say to her, you ain't going no fucking where? What does that even typically proceed with? Some type of fucked up treatment, some type of mistreatment. She ain't going nowhere. I did this to her, but she ain't going nowhere. But what about the woman that a guy says, I can't afford to lose that one, dog? I can't lose that one. He's usually talking in context of, it's something I got to fix. It's some way that I can't blur a line here. It's some way that I got to respect the relationship. No, I ain't doing that. It's going to cause me to lose her. Why does he say I cannot lose that woman? Because she made him put respect on her potential absence. She didn't give unconditional love. A lot of people got a problem with that whenever I said it. She didn't give unconditional love. Why? Because whenever you love somebody in action form, it costs you something. It's a sacrifice you're making. That's why they say you can't love from an empty cup, because anytime that you love, you're giving something. You are a finite source of love. Therefore, you need something to replace that in order to continue loving. That's a condition. So if you love somebody unconditionally who's not meeting any conditions.
Nope. I haven't heard Kevin Samuels lie yet. And I've been watching this man's shows religiously for like the past 2-3 months. 2-3 months. Let's call it 3 months. I haven't heard the brother lie yet. I've heard him say some things I don't agree with, but they haven't been lies.
At some point, you won't be able to love them, yourself, or anybody else. The woman that
I think I went past the point that I was trying to. Okay, so this is another one from Mr. Jaxn.
Team Jaxn, what's happening? I made a video, man, a couple of days ago talking about how to know for sure that a man has not changed. And there was one part of it I really want to unpack, but I don't want to do so talking about like how you know a man has changed, but like the foundation of a man, how to know that he actually values you and values having you in his life. Because a lot of confusion is around that topic, man. A lot of girls I see, they just want a dude that'll flaunt them around, show them off, that, is thirsty for them. And, that's really a guy that just wants you. Like, that's one part of it. That's cool. That's great, actually. But if that's all he does, if all he wants you, you're getting the short end of the stick. A real man that, like, it's for you, values.
Again, ladies, That's some shit that y'all determined before y'all got into the relationship, before y'all got together. If you were sitting here if y'all sit there and y'all got together with this general bullshit that people are coming up with, again, first of all, y'all define. It's not for me to define how the fuck y'all get together and how whatever. Y'all, that's y'all relationships. First of all, don't listen to motherfuckers tell you how you should and should be doing shit in your particular relationship and how shit is supposed to go. What I'm talking about is just general shit. Just general, what should be just the basic fucking social contract, but whatever. Let's go back to what he just said. Oh, that's what I'm saying. So if your relationship is transactional, if your relationship is like this love and hip hop shit that y'all fucking love and all the rest, and these goddamn Orange County bitches of fucking Brewster Wick or whatever the fuck that y'all be watching all the rest of that shit. That shit is goddamn transactional. Bitch, you got with him. You caught him coming out the hotel after the game. You were the chick that he chose. Y'all fucked. It was cool. You wanted to continue to be with him, and as long as he was a basketball player, as long as he was this rapper, as long as he was this fill in the blank. Cool. Therefore, it's fucking transactional. Bitch, you are here specifically as goddamn trophy. You are here to look good and be you are no different than his goddamn watch, which is cool if that's y'all agreement. He's going to you're going to look good on his arm. He's going to give you a little money and all the rest of that stuff. You're going to look good on his arm, and you're also going to give him some ass and all the rest of that shit that comes along with that. Cool. But this whole idea, if he don't want you to be better and stuff like that, shut up. Sometimes bitches just they ain't looking for the real relationships. They just want the shit. Now, a lot of y'all women probably thought that I was just talking about these hoes out here that's on love and hip hop. Nope, but I'm including you bitches too. If you're one of those women who sat there and said to yourself that, you know what, I just want the man to make a whatever amount of money, and if he don't make this amount of money, then he can't get with me. You fall into that same category. You one of these hoes that's out here pimping out your pussy, so that you can come up, which is cool. Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with pimping out your pussy. There's nothing wrong with getting yourself a sugar daddy. There's nothing wrong with selling some ass. Cool, great. Be honest about your shit. Don't sit there and bullshit yourself and try to tell yourself that you in it for the love. You're not in it for the love. If you sitting up there telling you that your man, that he has to pay all the bills and all the rest of that stuff, bitch, you ain't in it for the motherfucking love. You're in it because you are literally auctioning off the pussy to the highest bidder.
You. The difference is a man that wants you for what you can do for him. He wants you as much as you can serve him. And when you're no longer convenient or in any way that you're not convenient, he doesn't want that. A man that values you is able to take himself out of the equation and just think like, what's best for this woman. That's a guy that values you. Like, say for instance, say in the beginning when y'all first kicking it, the first couple of dates, right? And y'all are about to have sex. Maybe it's a little sooner than what you would normally do. When that man stops you and says, "Are you sure you're ready for this?" That's a man that values you, especially in that moment. Because that's the moment dudes love to use as an escape for why they made a decision they're not proud of or they shouldn't have made, why they blurred the line, whatever. If a dude, especially in that moment, but if a guy, whenever he's about to get something for him, where most guys would jump at the opportunity to have and he's able to take himself out of it and say, "Are you sure you're ready for this?" That's a dude that's thinking, one, long term, two, thinking about your well-being, and three, clearly wants more from you than what he's about to get from you in that moment. You feel what I'm saying? Or like I said, in the video I mentioned, like whenever you go through a guy's phone and you find something, or maybe you don't find something, a man that's really for you, his first concern is not going to be that his phone is getting gone through. Straight up. I don't care who get mad at that. A man who's really for you, a man that really values, a man that's really for you, his first concern is not going to be that his phone is getting gone through. Straight up. I don't care who get mad at that. A man.
I disagree with that shit because that is the most bitch made shit in the first motherfucking place. That is the dumbest shit. That is the dumbest shit in the history of dumb shit. First of all, fuck whether you're cheating or not. Fuck that's completely irrelevant. Because this ain't got shit to do with the fucking cheating part. This has to do with the fucking level of one, trust, and then two, respect. What you don't do is just go through a motherfucking shit. Because here's the problem, women. If you agree with that shit, then you should be just as fucking okay with a motherfucking nigga going through your goddamn phone. That's what I can't stand. Reciprocation. God damn it, you need to be fucking consistent. If your ideology and your actual thought is that, you know what, then if you upset that I'm going through your phone, then I need to be doing something better so I can be sure that you trust me in all cases. Okay, then. Cool. All of y'all give y'all motherfucking niggas y'all goddamn phone for a day and then just see what happens. No. It's fucking stupid. That's fucking stupid. Whether you're cheating or whether you're not doing anything like that. No. Couple of things. First of all, I don't play the going through my motherfucking phone game. I don't play the going through the whole shit. The second I even can think that you done done some shit like that, get the fuck out, leave, buy it. That's still no. We don't do that. We don't do that because what that says about you, if you going through, let's just be honest about this, because there's bitch ass niggas who go out through phones too. So if there's dudes out here going through fucking phones, women who's going through fucking phones, what does that say about that person? It says the person who is going through the phone, yo ass got motherfucking trust issues. Because the problem is, when you go looking for some shit, you can always find some shit. And here's the second thing, even if you and I don't mean that you can go, if you go looking for dirt, you're gonna find dirt. No. If you go looking for dirt, you can fuck around and mistake some shit for dirt. Why? Because you don't know the context of everything that's in the phone. You're missing some shit that may have been said face to face, and now all of a sudden you're coming in on the ass end of a conversation that this happened in the office, this was on the phone, this happened in the office that referenced some shit from this time, from this conversation that referenced some shit that happened back at the conference 2 years ago, and now you're thinking, oh, you out there fucking your boss. No, bitch, we were actually talking about Steve fucking the boss. That's what you actually were reading. If your ass, men and women, if your ass is too insecure to trust the person to goddamn be an adult, you shouldn't be with no motherfucker about it. If you are sitting around here going through people's phone, something I've never understood, something I will never fucking do. If I gotta play motherfucking pet detective with your ass, then I ain't got time to do that shit. If I want to be a motherfucking police officer, I would have been a fucking police officer. But no, if I gotta sit around and wonder, man, I wonder what she doing right now. Ladies, I wonder what he's doing right now. If you doing all that, fucking move the fuck. Why would you waste your goddamn time? Why? That's fucking dumb. That's fucking stupid. So you just gonna okay. What do you think you're accomplishing? Let's just be fucking blatantly honest. What do you think you're accomplishing by going through the person's phone? You think you're gonna catch him up on something in 2021? You think you're gonna catch him up on something? I got an iPhone. So I got an iPhone. I don't know how Androids work because I'm not poor. So I'm just joking. Except for I'm not. So I don't know how whatchamacallit's other phones work. I know for a fact on the iPhone, you can make all kind of secret fucking widgets and shit to where your text, you can got these texts that go into here and it won't even show up. You can look through this bitch all goddamn day. You'll never fucking find it because there's no fucking tab. There's no thing for you to get into it unless you're me. How you gonna find that? Send all those emails. How you gonna find that? Second thing, who the fuck is actually sending emails and texts nowadays? There's no need. Right, okay, so assuming that you can hack the iPhone, cool. Who the fuck is actually sending texts and all the rest of that shit nowadays? You don't need to do it. There's no need to do it. First of all, everybody, okay, so iPhones and anybody else's technology can be hacked. There's good old-fashioned fucking. There's good old-fashioned talking. Did we forget about this? Y'all are the same woman who will hack your motherfucking phone or who will go and try to find your password has an entire fucking work. I was going to say work husband. This bitch got a work husband, a work side nigga, a work nigga that's trying to get the pussy, a work nigga that had the motherfucking pussy, and a work nigga who's going to get the pussy the second he get that promotion. There's no way for you to find that out. There's no possible way for you to know what's going on at her job or his job. So you supposed to fucking trust if you can. That go back to that fucking counseling shit. Y'all motherfuckers need goddamn counseling for real. If y'all can't be out here trusting your motherfucking person that you decide, you can't be out here trusting the fucking person that you decided that you want to be with. You don't need to be with nobody because your ass got some unresolved fucking issues that you need to goddamn taken care of. That's not a fucking joke. That's not a funny ha-ha moment. No, bitch. You need to go get some fucking counseling because you clearly ain't over whatever the fuck it was in your past that happened. Oh, my boyfriend cheated on me. All my boyfriends cheated on me. Okay, cool. Got it. Understood. You're hurt. You need fucking counseling. Take your motherfucking ass out there. Get out the dating pool, bitch. You are fucking it up. You were fucking it up. You bitch are the exact reason why dudes don't trust y'all fucking women in general. Because y'all doing stupid shit like that. You have a whole American good nigga at the crib and you went and you fucked it up because you figured, oh, let me just go down into his Facebook to see if he's really cheating. Okay. And then here would be the natural argument. So I'm just going to argue both sides of this. Since I don't have anybody to argue this with me. So the argument about that would say, I'm saying men and women. There's no difference in this. I'm saying men and women. If men are out there doing this bullshit, then they're bitches. Women, you're bitches if you're doing the same shit. There's no fucking difference. Consistency. No one should be going through anyone. If you don't trust the person, talk to the motherfucking person. If you don't trust the person, I don't know why the fuck you're with the person. I never understood that. If you don't trust somebody, I have no clue why you would be with that person. Yeah, but if there's something wrong, oh, well, he's coming in too late. She's wearing she bought a whole bunch of new panties and they're sexy. She's walking out of the house looking way much. I don't know what the fuck I don't know. I'm not the jealous type, so I can't even put my mind in that. I've never been a jealous type, so I don't fucking understand those things.
A man who's really for you, a man that really values you, is going to be thinking like, damn, why am I not giving her enough reasons to trust me? Why am I not giving her enough confidence in my actions? The whole point of you trust, like for a man, the whole point of you trusting him in his mind should not be for him to have more autonomy on how he makes his moves. Should not be for, so he don't have to feel like somebody's watching over him. The whole point of you trusting him should be so that you have peace of mind and comfort in the relationship. Because if you're going through his phone, clearly you don't feel good about something. Clearly you're unsettled. Clearly you don't have peace of mind. So you can't be enjoying the relationship to its fullest. And a guy that really values you, he's going to take himself out of it and say, damn, like this is what she's staying up at night. She's nervous about this. You know what I'm saying? She's not confident that her heart is in good hands. What can I do to fix that? What steps can I take? Even if you're completely wrong. Yeah.
See, little shit like that. Women, little shit like that. When you go through all that bullshit and she's completely wrong and he still puts it back on the man to be the one to say, what can I do? That's why dudes don't like fucking with him. That's what makes him a fucking bitch. That's what makes him completely fucking disingenuous, because that's not how reality works. You sat there and the problem, even what he just stated, is the problem is with you. You don't feel comfortable in a relationship. You think something is going on. Okay, cool. For whatever reasons, because you never brought it up, we don't even know if your reasons are justified. Well, you normally get home at 7 o'clock. Last night you came home at fucking 3 in the morning. What's going on? Okay, you may be justified in having some questions. What you're not justified in doing is just going out and being fucking pet detective, bitch. If you have a motherfucking problem, bring the shit up like adults. Because adults talk through shit. If you had a motherfucking problem with your job, would you bring that shit up with your job? You probably would. So it's no different here. You got a fucking problem, you bring it up with your guy. And now, even before you get to the point of talking about some, well, I found this or whatever, all the rest of that stuff, before you even get to the point, because just because you feel like there's something going on, that doesn't make it right for you to bring up to me. Let's put that shit to motherfucking bed right now. All conversations should not make it to me. Some shit should be filtered through your motherfucking brain. Men and women. So we're clear about this one. Maybe I should have changed this motherfucking title and put some goddamn, whatever. I'm saying what the fuck I'm saying. This part goes to men and goddamn women. Some shit should not make it to the other motherfucking person. Some shit your brain should say, you know what? Am I overreacting right now? Am I being fucking childish? Am I being stupid? Do I actually have a problem? Okay, cool. He usually gets home at 7 o'clock, but it's 7:30 right now. Where the fuck was you? I know you out there with that bitch. Is that a rational, whatchamacallit? Is that a rational position for me to hold? Is that making fucking sense right now? Like, fuck the 30 minutes. Fuck the 30 minutes. Because whether he can account for the 30 minutes is none of your motherfucking business. You're talking to a goddamn grown adult. This motherfucker ain't gotta fucking tell you where the fuck they are. Come on now. What type of shit is this? Nobody has to tell you what the fuck they are. Here's my thing. Like I said, I've never been the goddamn jealous type. Here's a couple situations. I'm at the crib. This is when I was married years ago. I'm at the crib. Wife, she's going out with the girls. They gonna have a good time. Yeah, blah blah blah. I live in Yorkville, so that's a little over an hour from Chicago, right? Especially depending on what part of Chicago you're going to. It's an hour from all of Chicago. So they're going to do their thing, blah blah blah. So y'all going to have fun, all the rest of that stuff. But you're telling me you're not going to be spending the night with one of your girls. You're going to be driving back home. You're going to be driving back home to the house no matter what. Okay, cool. Well, we live an hour away. And I'm assuming that you're going out with your girls. You may be drinking. So first of all, you may not want to be driving back tonight. How about you just stay out there with your girls? Fine. If you want to come back, okay, cool. I'm not going to be driving. I'm going to be drinking that much. All right, cool. Whatever the case may be. Okay, that's cool. Now it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Yes, I'm calling. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I am calling. Guess what the only concern on my motherfucking mind is? You alive? You going to be staying out there tonight, or are you coming back? You let me know. Because if you're going to be staying out there tonight, then I'm about to go ahead and go to sleep. If you're coming back, then I'm going to stay up until you get back. Why? Because it's an hour fucking drive. It's an hour fucking drive, and you may be been drinking or whatever the case may be. Either way, it's an hour drive, not to mention it's dark as shit out here. So that's why I'm calling. Not to call where the fuck you are. No, you grown. Matter of fact, only reason I'm calling is because you said you're driving back tonight. If you told me that you wasn't going to be coming back, or like, which has happened before, if you tell me that you was not going to be coming back, I don't fucking care. Okay, cool. I ain't got shit to say to you. Y'all have a good one. All right. I'm not calling that you say, hey, what club y'all at right now? Oh, okay, what they doing? Who all up in there? Oh, okay, cool. So y'all, what y'all doing now? Same thing. You go to a strip party. You go to a strip, what do you call the thing? Bachelorette party. Y'all got strippers and all the rest of that stuff. I don't fucking listen. Y'all go. I don't care. Y'all and this bullshit ass, childish ass shit, man. Come on, y'all. You worried about something that there's no possible way for you to know what happened. There's no possible way. They can tell you that, nope, we didn't do nothing. We did whatever, blah, blah. You will never know. Never know. Moving on to a whole nother one, because this dude has so many. So we're going to click off this one, click off of that one, and now we got this one.
He'll tell you, like, you can't do this and you can't do that. Y'all be thinking that he just being controlling, but that ain't always the case. I mean, unless he start telling you need to cut off family members or giving you a curfew or something like that's kind of controlling. But if a dude fuck with you, it is some things that he's just not going to tolerate. Say, for instance, if your man really loves you, he's not going to let you talk down about yourself, whether physically or about what you're capable of or your career or whatever. He's not having it. Because you ain't always going to feel so sexy or so confident, but if you get to talking down about yourself, you talking down about somebody that he loves, even though it's you talking. And if he real, he going to have a problem with that. So say one day you looking in the mirror and you just say, oh my God, I just look so disgusting. He's supposed to say, hey, don't you ever talk like that, because it's not true. If he don't say,
don't you ever talk like that. Don't you ever talk like that. It's not true. You soft ass nigga. This dude is I wouldn't be so upset except for you goddamn dumbass women. Y'all listen to this shit and eat this shit up. It's so obvious. It's so obvious. How the fuck can y'all see when these goddamn politicians are pandering to black people, but y'all can't see when these dudes out here do this stupid stuff and pander to you? Come on now. Don't say that. You are somebody. You're loved.
Say that, he don't really fuck with you. Oh, and another thing, if a dude really loves you, he ain't gonna let you come out the house or be on social media just any kind of way. Hardly wearing no clothes or being pissy drunk. Like, he ain't gonna have none of that shit. And not even because it's disrespectful to yourself, because people got different definitions of that. But a real dude is gonna want to protect you. That includes your public image, that jobs you might want to get hired by are gonna pay attention to. So if you out at a networking event or somewhere where there's other professionals and you start acting out because you done had one too many drinks and he don't tell you, hey, yo, you need to chill. He ain't the one. And if he lets you leave the house with hardly any clothes on, showing ass and titties everywhere, knowing how disrespectful dudes get when a woman shows so much as a shoulder, much less cleavage, he don't care about you. Now, I ain't saying he should be able to pick out your whole wardrobe, but the more skin you show, the more dudes gonna try you. And dudes these days don't try you with respect a lot of times. And if they don't, that's his cue to catch a case, so he's just trying to prevent that. And speaking of preventing things, because it really shouldn't come to this, but if it does, a real dude that fucks with you is not gonna let you fight another girl over him about who he wants. Now again, it shouldn't be any reason why a woman thinks that your man wants her, but if she so happens to get the wrong idea from his niceness to her, he should be the one to clear that up, not you.
And no, that seemed like a very weird niche of people. I don't even see how that extrapolates. The real dude ain't gonna let a girl fight over you. I don't even know how the fuck that could. I personally, I don't know if y'all noticed this or not. I don't talk about the bottom, what I call the bottom fucking 20% of people. I don't give a fuck about what those people do. I have no fucking clue about what those about what bitch ass niggas do. I have no goddamn clue about what ain't shit people do. Well, I'm gonna say I ain't gonna have no clue because I guess I watch TV and I still have. Yeah, but I don't address that. I don't give a fuck. I don't talk about what the fuck they do. But that example was a straight up just bottom ain't shit people. Like why do we concern ourselves with ain't shit people? Anybody who's watching this now, are you gonna listen to this later? Would you concern yourself? Do you consider yourself as an ain't shit person? Do you consider as a guy? If you're a guy, are you taking care of your household? You got a job and you're not out here thugging and bugging on that dumb shit, and you're a productive member of society and you take care of your kids and all the rest of that stuff. Okay, cool. Why would you judge yourself by what these other ain't shit niggas are doing? I don't. Fuck them. I don't think shit about them. So that was just a weird point in my mind. That was a weird one.
It do not count if he say, baby, just block her, ignore her, don't even respond to her. Because he might be trying to keep that bridge preserved. He got to go burn that bitch like he Lucifer. At minimum, he should be willing to help you fight. Like if a girl was to jump in my girl DMs, we both responding. Or if she just thinks she gonna beat my girl up, she's liable to catch all four of these hands. I'm just playing, y'all, sort of. But if he really fuck with you, he ain't gonna let it get that far. And the last thing he ain't gonna let you do is go to sleep angry at him. Because when we don't care about a girl, she can go to sleep angry at us, she can wake up angry, she can daydream angry, hell, she can play.
This nigga makes my fucking blood flow backwards. This nigga is just... We not gonna let her go to bed angry. Yeah. Fuck why she's angry. Fuck getting to the point of why she is angry. Fuck the fact that sometimes motherfuckers just get upset over just straight up dumb shit. And since I'm not about to acquiesce to fucking just stupid shit, no. Apparently you're gonna be an angry motherfucker tonight. That's just the way your life is gonna goddamn be. Because no, I will not sit here and try to ensure that you are happy-go-lucky and all the rest of that stuff when you're angry about something that's completely stupid. Hey, ladies, the fact that he just said making sure that you don't go to bed angry at night, that implies that he's wrong. So what happens if he's right, but she's still going to bed angry at night? He clearly couldn't do anything to convince her that his point is correct. So what's supposed to happen? That's fucking dumb. This nigga. Moving on.
You don't need to be entertaining anybody but them. Team Jaxn, what's happening? You know what? I look at my inbox every day and I've noticed a common thread, or somewhat of a merry-go-round that y'all are on. Because y'all keep meeting the same dudes who want to waste your time. So right here, right now, this is where that merry-go-round stops. I'm about to give y'all 5 signs so you can recognize these dudes who are only there to waste your time.
5 signs.
So the first sign of a guy who only comes to waste your time is if he moves too fast, way too soon. This is a marathon, not a sprint. And no, I'm not even talking about physical stuff. I'm talking about pet names, calling you boo, babe, sweetheart, making plans for the rest of y'all life, and he barely even know you, his sob story. Because first off, the foundation of any long-term relationship is a friendship, and you don't build a friendship like that. So at best, he's getting ready to build a house that doesn't have a floor, and if you don't like dirty feet, you need to leave. Secondly, dudes will emotionally move too fast when they have the perception that women emotionally move too fast. That way you can feel like y'all are on the same page, then you can let him hit, and then he can bounce. Thirdly, if he's doing all of this out the gate and he doesn't even know if you're right for him, then clearly for what he wants from you, you don't have to be right for him, which means he'll do it for anybody. So, the second sign that a man has only come to waste your time is if he's less than 2 months out of a relationship that lasted for a year or more. Because after a year, chances are high that that man loved that woman. He ain't letting go that quick. Hell, dudes out here pouring out liquor for homies they lost 20 years ago. You think he let go of a woman in 2 months? The only exception to this rule is if you and him had something going on before their relationship ended. And in this case, he ain't shit and you ain't shit neither. The third sign.
I will agree with
that. If on the first, second, or even the third date, he's with you and he's already looking at other girls' asses, checking them out and all that, ain't nowhere to go but downhill from there. I mean, damn, even though it's still wrong, I could at least understand if he gotten used to you when something new looks appealing. But if you fresh up out the rapper and he's already checking out other girls, what you think gonna happen whenever he does get used to you? Because in the beginning, chances are you want to make the best first impression, meaning that you looking good and you smelling good. But with all of that, you still can't keep his full attention for one night.
Let's just be honest. First date, no. First date, you'll get undivided attention. But first date both ways, male and female. Ladies, you're looking as well. Men, we're looking. As adults, we know you're not going to be obvious with this. We're on a date. We're out together. You're getting my full attention, especially talking about the first fucking date. We ain't talking about the 15th date. No, we're talking about whatever. If I'm on a date with you, you get my full fucking attention. I'm putting my phone away. There's nothing there's no distractions for us or anything. You're getting my full attention. You're getting eye contact, and you're getting all of that. And I'm just talking about the first fucking date. You're not going to be sitting me looking like, God damn, you see that ass on it? That's not going to happen. That is not going to happen. But when I see her walking from this direction and I know that she's going to be walking in this direction, do you honestly think that I'm not going to turn my head this way so that I know that she has to pass my line of sight? You've lost your motherfucking mind. Ladies, you do it. Men, we do it. 3, it should be fucking done. This is the first fucking date. There's no guarantee that I'm going to walk out of this. The likelihood that imagine how fucking dumb that would be if you just sat there and blocked out all of your fucking mind and said, no, I'm only going to focus on this particular person and I'm only going to focus on them because this is the one that I'm with right now and everything. But the date goes sour. The date goes sour, so now you just sitting like, God damn it, I wasted my motherfucking time and everything. No. So we're not going to be disrespectful. Ladies, this is something that everybody understands. You're not going to be disrespectful in your looking. Disrespectful, I define as making it blatantly obvious because I'm currently out with you right now. I am devoting my time to you. But I'm not even actively looking. So I'm not even looking around corners and everything like that. But if another woman walks past and she's attractive, I'm not going to make it obvious to you that I looked. But I have a very vivid imagination, and I believe you me that my mind went the second right there. And that's all I need. Take that mental picture, and I'm good. I don't need to elaborate on any more of that.
Damn sure ain't gonna keep it up.
Wait, hold on. Moving on to Steve Harvey's bitch ass. Steve Harvey made his book about think like a man, act like a woman. Think like a man. Right, it was think like a man, but act like a woman. Act like a lady. Think like a lady, act like a man. I forgot what the book is called, but it's something close to that. Blah blah blah. Y'all know what you're talking about. Steve he's not as bad as Derrick Jaxn, but he's just horrible as well.
By revealing what goes on inside a man's mind, but trust and believe, ladies, men are just as lost, probably more so, when it comes to what you really think. So this is your chance to give your candid answer.
So
really
think poll for women. Here we go.
Aaron, stand up, Aaron. What's your question?
Back in the day when I was in relationships with...
There's 2,000 men in the audience. Steve polled all those women. I believe it was 200 women on stage or something like that. And here's one of the questions.
With a couple of girls, not all at the same time, but it was more or less, she was so concerned about where I was. So I would get a phone call and she'd say, hey, where are you? And I'd be like, I'm just hanging out with my friends doing whatever we're doing, pretty much nothing. So her question to me is always, oh, well, would you mind maybe sending me like a Snapchat or, anything to let me know exactly what you're doing at this moment? So my question is, why is it so dang important for women to know exactly what we're doing every second of the day?
Why is it so important for him to know exactly what we're doing? That's the question that the brother wants to know. And then we're going to hear this one woman give the answer, representative of the women, and then Steve's going to give his version of the answer.
Well, this is what we did, fellas. We surveyed this lovely group of women behind me, and we asked, is it because A, women like details, is how we're built? B, we don't trust you? Or is it C, to make sure we approve of what you're doing? A whopping 71% of women said C. They want to make sure they approve.
Women. According to this, a sample size of 200 is very small, but you can still make the argument that within that audience, whatever. It's still small. Whatever. Okay. 71%, they want to approve of what you're doing. So that in of itself is fucking ridiculous. But and the reason why it's ridiculous is because you're dealing with the fucking adults. There's no such thing as you approving of what I'm doing, especially if I'm just out kicking it. Now, if I'm out, I'm a judge in a fucking dick sucking contest. Well, now we have an issue. Like, what did you just say you're doing? Like, no. But if I'm out doing anything other than something that I would not be doing if I was doing with you, you have shit to say.
Of what you're doing.
Okay, then this hurt bitch decides to stand up, and she's the one who's going to speak on behalf of the women.
Memory, you answered that way. Why?
I did. I've had many long-term relationships, and let's just say many of my exes have not made the right decisions while I wasn't around. I know. One of my exes went out of town without me knowing. He couldn't get to work on Monday. He almost lost his job. Another time, he went...
One, no context to that story.
...and bought an unauthorized toy, a $10,000 motorcycle. So needless to say, I needed to keep tabs on him because he was bound to do something ridiculous without my approval.
Unauthorized. Did we just hear that word? Unauthorized? Like she was talking to a motherfucking child? She didn't say whose money she was talking about. She didn't say anything like it came from a joint account, because we know if he had been spending her money, then she clearly would have said that. She just said unauthorized. That's all she said. Unauthorized, as if she was talking to a subordinate. Unauthorized. Steve's going to give his take.
Now, okay, ladies, let me ask you a question. Are you curious about the grumblings that you're hearing from the 2,000 men?
Yes.
Okay, I think that when you answer 71% of you say it's because you want to make sure that you approve of what we're doing. They think they don't need your approval of what they're doing. But, fellas, but listen to this, though. It's really better than them saying they don't trust you.
It's not.
Because that's how we take it.
That's how it is.
We take it as you don't trust us. Now, since we're really doing nothing, I'm not going to justify your lack of trust in me with a picture or a snapshot or going over and coming home just because you ain't feeling good about it. Because we don't hear, let me help you make a great decision, or is this okay? We hear, you don't trust us. And I think
that's the same fucking thing. That is the same goddamn thing. I don't trust you does not simply mean I don't trust you fucking to not stick your dick in something else. I don't trust you in this case refers to I don't trust you to be an adult to be able to make decisions by yourself. Child. That's what I don't trust you means. Trust goes beyond just whether or not you're going to cheat. Come on, adults. If you think that cheating is the worst thing that can happen to you in a relationship, you're adulting way wrong. Way wrong. So, no, you've got issues if you actually sit there and think to yourself that, oh, I don't think you're out there cheating. I just think you're out there going to do something stupid. And then you wonder why a man would be offended by that. First of all, you're talking to a motherfucking man. Let's start there. Well, first of all, you're talking to an adult. Then you're talking to a motherfucking man. So get your goof ass on with that bullshit.
I think what they're hearing is that you don't trust them. I think that would help out a little.
So this is based on experience of mine as well. I was married a few years back, and everything was going really well. The relationship was awesome, and then I ended up losing my job and decided to make a career change. So money wasn't coming in as steadily as before. I couldn't get her the things that she wanted or take her out as much as we did before. And it eventually got to a point where she was distancing herself from me and kind of pushed away from the relationship and ended up in a divorce. She left. You know, I took it very seriously as far as getting through the good times and the bad, and obviously she didn't. Why do women basically give up or become distant with a guy when he struggles financially?
Okay, we asked the ladies this question. Why do women lose interest when a man struggles financially? Is it A, man is supposed to provide? Is it B, because you start to lash out at us? Or is it C, the man becomes a loser? Well, more than half of the women said it's B, because you lash out at them.
Let's start with the fact that 7% of those bitches said you become a loser. So the problem with all of that, I hope that you would obviously see, is the man didn't, they say he starts to struggle financially. How exactly did he become a loser? How exactly did that happen? So he was doing well financially. He was doing okay for you to get with him and y'all together and stuff like that. But now he goes through financial struggles and now all of a sudden he becomes a loser. No, he lost. He lost his job. He lost his savings. He lost his whatever. I don't know. Y'all, I don't know the situation of whatever. But okay, he lost. That doesn't make him a loser. Like, he hasn't repeatedly. It's not like he's just around sitting on the couch not doing nothing. No. He played the stock market. He lost his life savings. He was working at his job. He got fired. He was supposed to be, he was doing sales and he didn't make his quotas. So whatever the case may be. That wouldn't make him a loser. That's those 7% of bitches. 32% of y'all said a man must provide. Really? Man must provide. Modern, independent, do it on my own. I don't need no man to. Man must provide. Not compliment, but provide. No nuance, but provide. He was providing for all of these years. Now he lost his job. Pandemic goes and now his job just went away. His job is no more. He was the chef at one of the top restaurants in the city, making a very good money, making very good money. But he was the chef at one of the top restaurants in the city. Pandemic's been going on for more than a year now, so now his restaurant closed shop. He has no more money coming in. He's a loser, and because now he cannot provide, you need to let him go. Huh. Okay. Jordy said because you lash out. Here's the problem with that one. Because here's what you women will count as lashing out. That man being bothered by the fact that he's not making that money and he needs to go and go work, and he needs to go and get some income coming in and things like that. As the man, he's always thinking to himself, God damn, well, this is actually just anybody. If you lost a job making 120, your thing is, damn it, I got to get back to where I was. I know I did it once. I can do it again. So if you go and find a job that's making 60, now you're like, God damn it, this is cool, but I need to get back to where I was. I did it once. I can do it again. I know I can do it. This is what you would call lashing out. The man gets upset because you, woman, whether you do it intentionally or you do it subconsciously, your actions and especially your motherfucking mouths will get you all in trouble, because you all will say and do things that are belittling and demeaning to that doggone man. Oh, I don't think any less of him. Okay, your actions say different. Your actions say different. So when the guy says I ain't got no, your child says, hey dad, or hey mom, can I have some money for whatever? And you say, no, I'm not gonna give it to you. She's like, fine, okay, I'll go get it from dad. And you say something quick, like he ain't got no money, or we'll see how that goes for you. Little shit like that. Yeah, y'all do that all the time. Maybe you don't even use your words. Maybe you'll be like, hey, baby, I need $50 to go, whatever the case. I need $50 to go fill up your tank. Here, get it out of my purse. Just, all right. Little shit like that? Yeah. Why? Why did I bring that up? Because nowhere did it say that, JT. Nowhere said that that the man was antagonized. Yes, it did. Because 70% of you bitches think he automatically becomes a loser, and 32% think of you that he automatically that a man must provide. That means 39% of you women think that if he doesn't have the job, he is being less than a man. So you may stay around, you may not leave him, but is your thought, oh my God, I got this bitch ass dude. Oh, I should have got with fucking James. At least that nigga had a job. That's how you get to that. I don't even feel like talking about the story with Steve Harvey and old girl, his wife. I think that's his ex-wife now. I don't remember. I also don't fucking care. Here's the basic, the last things with those two. Steve Harvey, Derrick Jaxn. Soft-ass dudes who are all about selling you something. Derrick Jaxn is about selling his books and first of all, before he was selling his books, he was simply positioning himself to be the male go-to, the male guru for women and stuff. He was the definition of Captain Save 'em. Now he's selling you books. Steve Harvey, same thing. He's always been Mr. Captain Save 'em. But now he's selling you books and selling you the movies and selling you his shows and everything else. It's funny how everybody who's giving you all this bad advice also has something to sell you. It's kind of weird, isn't it? It's funny how people who are completely disinvolved, the people who don't really care about whether or not you buy from them or whatever, or don't have anything to sell you, there's no ulterior motives. Those are the ones you don't like. Tyler Perry. I'm not about to bring up any Tyler Perry movies or anything that he said or anything like that, because go watch any of his movies. Go watch any of his movies. Go watch any of his plays. Just go watch any of his things. Go watch them. And what you're going to see over and over and over and over and over again, that the men are trash, men are nothing, men are always the ones who are just horrible, men are this. And as it relates to the women, this dude is not a one to hold women accountable. Now, you can always make the argument that, well, those are his movies. He can make some movies that he wants to. He can. Yeah. He 100% can. But the reason why I give Tyler Perry one of the biggest coon awards of all time is because the exact same women who sit there and talk that bullshit, you're the same fucking women that got mad at what is it called, Miramax and Paramount and Sony and all the rest of these films when they were showing black women couldn't be shit but hoes and that's really about it. The angry black woman. Some of y'all even got upset because the dudes can't play nothing but drug dealers or pimps or thug number one, thug number two, or something like that. You couldn't just have a good black dude. They had to have some horrible flaw. They beat their wife or they like something. And you got mad. And you still get mad now about how mainstream media, how the movies portray black people. But now we have a black man, billionaire, I think he's a billionaire, who has his own movie studio. His own movie studio. And he's made his money off of the backs of portraying black men as ain't shit people. And he continues to do so. So do I think that that's a wash? Hell no, I don't think that that's a fucking wash. No, that's not a fucking wash at all. Why? Because what he does adds to the conversation of black dudes ain't shit. How do we know? Because we see the same shit portrayed on TV all the time. If a fucking picture is worth a goddamn 1,000 words, what is fucking 20 movies? Probably more than that. 20 movies and plays and stuff like that he's done of just dudes ain't shit. Black dudes ain't shit. Black dudes ain't shit. And what happens? Women continuously repeat that shit. Black dude ain't shit. How many women have you heard repeat, I can do bad all by myself? The worst at that phrase isn't even true. No, you cannot do bad all by yourself. You do bad when you got a guy with you. You have somebody to go through that with you. That's when you're doing bad. Y'all had it was you and your husband or your long-term relationship boyfriend at the beginning of this pandemic, but one of you lost your job. So now it's the two of you. Now he's driving Uber. And, he's still making good money with Uber because people were ordering Uber Eats. But instead of that $80,000, $90,000 job that he was making, now with Uber and maybe some side hustle stuff, he's been able to bring in 40. Fuck it, he's been able to bring in 30. You've been able to maintain your job, or maybe you've decreased a little bit for whatever the case may be. But he's contributing. So no, bitch. You're not doing bad. That would be doing bad. You all were accustomed to doing $150,000 as joint income. You were accustomed to $150,000. Now, because of the pandemic and everything, you all are sitting around $80,000 joint income. That's bad. That's bad. It's almost double what you're making. That's bad. Now take away his fucking 40. That's fucked up. That's not goddamn bad, bitch. That's not the same. Not the same at all. Not even close to the same. Not even close to the same. That whole I can do bad all by my. No, you cannot. Because now you got kids at the house, and if he wasn't there to watch the kids while you went to work, who was gonna be taking care of these kids? What daycare are you gonna be sending your kids to? Would you feel safe sending your kids to this doggone daycare with all these viruses and stuff going around? So no, you're not doing bad when you're by yourself. You are doing way worse than what you could ever do with somebody else. But y'all will sit there and quote that dumbass fucking phrase and statement. Y'all will do that shit all goddamn day. That's why I give him the coon of the fucking decade for black people. He made his money. He made his billions, or I think he got billions. Let's just say he got billions. I don't know. But if he do got billions, congratulations, man. He got billions. Now, I also can't... I guess I'll talk about Kanye in a second. But yeah, the fact that he's got billions, I don't give no fuck about that. So, money is not the end all to be all. These drug dealers was making millions and millions and millions of dollars. Rick Ross was rich as shit. Millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. Does that mean that what he did is a net positive for the doggone black community? No. Tyler Perry. All three of these dudes, Tyler Perry, Derrick, Jaxn, Steve Harvey. All of them out here doing the same thing. They want to sell you something, ladies, so they are going to constantly reinforce what it is that you want to hear. They're not going to sit there and hold you accountable. And your pastor, too. Insert your pastor, too. They ain't going to hold you accountable. My pastor... No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Why? I haven't even been to your church. Insert your church right here. Whatever church it is that you go to, I bet it's mostly women. And when I say mostly, I don't mean 51%. I bet your church is about 70% women. So do you really think that your pastor is not going to cater his message? He's capable, or she, excuse me, they are capable of, they know how to read a room. They're not stupid. They know how to read a room. So if you're the one who's at that church and it's mostly women, and he hears and he sees that when he says, "Oh, you are queens and you are this and you are awesome and you're amazing," yes, the guys out here and you are the prize and stuff like that and things like that, yes, they are absolutely going to cater to that. If they're smart, see, Derrick Jaxn is the one up there that's not smart about it. Well, Derrick Jaxn and Tyler Perry are the ones that's not smart about it. Steve Harvey and more than likely your pastors are the ones that at least have some type of understanding that I can't make it 100% in favor of the women. I have to throw the guys a bone too, or it's going to be too obvious. Derrick Jaxn don't get that. He doesn't understand that concept. Tyler Perry doesn't understand that concept. Steve Harvey and your pastors do, though. They understand, okay, if I say something bad about one, How about I say for every 5, matter of fact, how about for every 6 or 7 things I say about bad about men, I say a couple things bad about the women. But then I soften the blow. Right? It's actually a backwards rebuke. It's a backwards I can't even think of a word. But essentially, I'm going to tell you that you're doing wrong. But when I'm talking to the women, I'm going to give it to you in a compliment sandwich. Y'all know the compliment sandwiches, right? So you gotta if you ever had a good boss or a good leader, they were very good at giving you compliment sandwiches. Like you can do something completely wrong or whatever. That maybe you were doing something that they can get you to do something, stay later than you want to, or just get you to go above and beyond. Why? Because they gave you a compliment sandwich. Simply compliment sandwiches. You start off with something nice about the person, praise, and then you throw in whatever it is that you need to be corrected, whatever action. Behavior that you need corrected, and then you end off on a positive note. So you leave them feeling good about themselves. So, compliment sandwich. Now, that's not always. It's simply a leadership technique. No, it is not what you do all the time. That is not a technique that you use all the time. It is a tool to be used. Like if you have an employee who's always on work on time, but this employee has been they've been late, like 30 minutes late for the past few days, right? First day I would see you good, all right, cool. Second day, hey man, you sure you're good? I'm worried about you. Third day, okay, now I have to address this, right? It's 3 days in a row. So praise, man, you're one of my top employees. You're doing well. I know you're awesome. Whatever, blah blah blah. That's the praise part. Now here comes the corrective counseling part. Look, we need to. I know you're having problems. I need this, but you still have a job to do, so I have to do this. I don't want to do this, but you're kind of forcing my hand. Okay, this is simply just the paperwork part of this. This is simply just going by the guidelines. I have to write you up. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't get angry or anything like that. This is something that I just simply have to do to protect both myself and you. So I have to write you up, but you have your warning. I cannot have you be late again within the next 30 days. All right, you understand me? I need you to be here. Now going to the last part. I don't want to do this because again, you're my top employee. You're someone that I actually look to when I'm not here. I'm looking to you so that you're going to be the one that I'm going to be promoting next. So I look to you for your responsibilities and things like that, blah, 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 because you are so awesome and great and spectacular and la-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. Make them feel good about themselves. So compliment sandwich. I've made you feel good up here. Told you how much I value you. Then I told you what needs to be corrected, and then I reinstated why I value you, what I value, and then why I value and why you're so special. All right, go forth and do your thing. It's just a tactic or a tool that you use in leadership. Your pastors do it all the time with women. Your pastors don't do that with men. Men, if you're not doing this, you need to get up and stop being a lazy man, because y'all ain't, yeah. Women, ladies, I know he's hurt you. Ladies, I know that you're doing this. Ladies, I know he's shacked up and you're shacked up and you're doing this. But you are a queen. God has something better for you. God has something in store for you. Matthew Stevens, I'm talking about him. He's the first person that came to my doggone mind especially when I was doing that voice. God has something special for you. You are amazing. Yeah. But what is the pastor selling you? What is the pastor selling you? I'm not even going to get into the religious aspect of because my initial thought was to say, well, he's selling you bullshit. Or better answer that question. He's literally selling you nothing. He's a snake oil salesman. But let's take religion out of it. He's selling he or she. I keep saying he, but they believes you. It's not just men. Joyce Myers. It's not just men. Paula White. It's not just men. What's her name? Juanita Bynum. It ain't just men. Y'all know what I just found out? I found out that Jackie McCullough is still alive. Y'all remember her? Jackie McCullough? Anyway, okay, whatever. And she's still preaching too. Anyway, okay, whatever. Yeah. So it's not just that. They're literally selling you the book. Come on now. TD Jakes, how many books this man got? How many films this man got? How many CDs does this man have? How many speaking engagements does he take? Same thing with Joyce Myers and everybody else that I just named. What's Olsen? Joel Osteen. Same thing. They are selling you constantly, and you are falling for it. Constantly falling for it. You need to check out the person who's giving you advice. Hey, don't put me on no pedestal neither. Put me on the same thing. Judge me by the same stuff that I'm judging these people by. I'm not sitting there trying to sell you shit. I'm not sitting there trying to give you nothing. The fact that these people are trying to say, you have to look at the motivation of what it is you want from us. You have to look at the motivation of, well, why is it you're saying what you're saying? And then just delve into it. Let's talk about some consistency. Does this actually make sense? Or does this just fluff up what I already know? Is this, ladies, is this simply confirmation bias? Confirmation bias. You already think this. They are saying it. Therefore, you are confirming. They are confirming what you are already leaning toward. That's what confirmation bias is. You hear something over there, they're simply confirming what you already thought. So now you think in your mind, oh man, it must be right because I thought it. They said it. Oh, hello. No. Definition. That's textbook confirmation bias. We got to do better. All right. Me and my babies, we ought to go ride our bike for a little bit before it gets dark. Y'all have a good one. Yeah. Bang bang skeet. Jam it on the one. Something like that. I don't really know. I'm slightly confused. But you did.